Good morning. Good morning here at Pinefield Hut. Had a great evening last night. It was a dry evening. Nice breeze blowing. Stayed in the shelter. Second shelter since partnership shelter. But didn't care for the tent site that I had, so I crawled into the shelter and it was really nice. Had a couple gentlemen here at the hut when I got here. And one of them was Ken, and Ken served our country. And then I thought it was really special that he was carrying a flag and some cards on some firefighters. So this is Ken.
Hi. This is a flag I carry, Air Force One where I've been section hiding for 5 years. I just keep going north. And I hope to one day take this to Maine. And I have patches sometimes people have given me, or it means something now, it means something to me. I do adaptive sports with Air Force, and last year I competed at Disney. This is a patch of a firefighter who's, I know two of my friends, they lost their brothers at 9/11, and I carry their pictures with me. This is called an honor card for Michael Carlo. I know his brother Rob. We would do stuff with Team Rubicon, like disaster response together. And then I met Kevin Farrell. This is his brother Terrence that passed away. And these are cards I carry. You'll get this at like a stair climb, maybe. This one, and I sometimes I carry them with me and I take pictures with them. And this is from Terrence's fire department there in New York, and I hope to finish with it one day. I have other patches on here that mean something to me. I do start with the Air Force and Wounded Warrior Project and Team Rubicon. My shooting coach gave me this one. I shoot competition air rifle with the Air Force, and my shooting coach gave me that one. My friend, he's an OSI agent, Air Force Wounded Warrior, Adam. He gave me the badge. WWP helps me. I do disaster response with Team Rubicon. And then I spent 21 years with Minot Rural Fire Department. It's a volunteer fire department in Minot, North Dakota. A doctor gave me that one, an Air Force doc. My buddy's law enforcement, and I was cutting trees with him in Texas, and I gave him a coin, and he gave me the Florida patch. And then Air Force Wounded Warrior, that's the Vortex patch from Angel's Rest. And then 2 more Team Rubicon ones. I cut trees with them. But I've been carrying this 5 years, and one day I hope to make it to Maine. And I have things that people give me sometimes. About 2 weeks ago, there was a family, anesthesiologist and her family, they were hiking and they were raising money for Alzheimer awareness, but they helped me get out the trail and get to Lexington urgent care and later hospital. It turned out I was having a medication reaction, dropping my heart rate real low, so they gave me this. And I gave them my Minot Rural Firefighter coin.
Oh,
but
cool.
yeah, and I met a lot of great people today. Mason here, Spies, and yourself. And thank you for what you do, raising money for Tunnel to Towers. Appreciate it.
Thank you for your service to our country. And
Thank you.
that's really special.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
You do the same, Ken.
Thank you.
Okay, well, good morning again. Just wrapping up here at, let's see, what is it?
Pinefield Hut.
Pinefield Hut. It was a nice day. The huts are here pretty fancy with the stonework in the park. Had some camp spots up the hill here. A bear box back in the corner and the privy up the hill. But getting ready to start the day. Head north, see what happens. And got Spike here again with me this morning. And a fine gentleman here that actually does trail maintenance in, what section do you maintain?
Down in from Damascus to Partnership.
And your name again?
Mason.
Mason. So he maintains that part of the trail, and he's hiking out here right now from...
Front Royal to Rockfish Gap.
Okay, so doing Shenandoah National Park.
Shenandoah National Park.
Well, you enjoy the rest of your hike.
Okay, thanks.
Nice to meet you.
guys.
Okay, here we are back at the Appalachian Trail. Came in, turned right to go to the hut. Turn right going out of the hut, which means I'm still going north. Don't want to make a mistake and go south. So, heading on up the trail. Got a pretty good climb to start with from this hut.
Togi.
Hey Ken,
Congratulations.
look at you, man. Oh, that's sweet.
Pretty awesome.
900 miles.
900 miles.
How's it feel to be at 900 miles?
It feels great.
I agree.
How does it feel for you?
It feels awesome. I can't believe I walked 900 miles with a backpack on my back.
I know, amazing, right?
Yeah, nice job. Check it out, guys. 900 miles. Hard to believe. 900 miles I got here, and Ken was there at the 900 mile mark, and in comes Spike. So we got us all here at this land. What a milestone, 900 miles. Now, Spike's already well ahead of this, but
1,300.
he likes to do it again. So here he is.
Yeah.
Anyway, what a great day. Glad to share it with you guys. Hey, you guys. I have to tell you, after passing the 900 mile mark and having my picture taken with Ken there, Ken was waiting for me. He left before I did. He was waiting for me to come up on the 900 mile mark. But I got about a mile up the trail, and I just broke down crying. The thought that Ken served our country to protect my freedom, and that he was thanking me and appreciative that I was doing what I was doing to hike for Tunnel to Towers. Just it ripped my heart apart. And then when he told me and showed me the flag that he's been carrying for the last 5 years in his pack as he's hiked the Appalachian Trail, the flag with patches on it, and that he was a firefighter, and that he personally knew the families of 2 of the firefighters that died in the Twin Towers. That really got me. Sometimes I wonder why I'm doing this. That was the highlight of my trip right there, to meet Ken and for his involvement in what I'm hiking for, and for Ken to thank me, of all people. Thank you, Ken. I appreciate what you did and what you're doing. I certainly hope to see you and that flag on the summit of Mount Katahdin at some point in the future. I'm proud of you, and it's my honor to have met you and to know you. God bless you. Many happy days on your travel, safety on your journey, and blessings for what you're doing. This is actually take two, so I'm going to have to admit that right now. I'm on the trail, I'm heading up the trail, and I see a gentleman carrying a weed eater, and I thought it might be a trail crew doing some maintenance on the trail, but it's a couple here that are under a special project. Could you introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Diane Weaver Phelps. This is my husband, George. I have family buried here. Shiflett, Weaver, Haney, Lamb, Smith. We took this project over last year from Ancestry, researching my ancestors. We come up here to visit the cemetery, and there were blackberry bushes about 10 foot tall.
Oh my.
You could not see to walk without stepping on a snake.
Nice.
Unsafe. And within a year, we've done this. We've kept it trimmed. A lot of ancestors buried here in unmarked graves, and most of these people lost their land through condemnation from the park.
Okay.
And this was known as Fern Hill Cemetery. There used to be a United Brethren Church here, also a store here, along with several other little, like blacksmith shop, little small businesses.
Little community.
It was a community,
Yeah.
and no longer here.
So, about what year did all of that happen?
Oh
In the
gosh.
20s?
I would say 30s.
33.
30s.
So there was a community here, they lived here,
Self-sufficient.
cemetery here, and then all of a sudden the parks formed and they came in and eminent domain, they gave them money and they took their property away.
Exactly. And
But I know that because you told me once already and I didn't have the button pushed to record, you mentioned that it depended on whether they could read or write as to how much money they got.
if you could read and write well and understand
What's happening to them.
what's happening, you got more money. There were people who had very fruitful land that only got pennies on the dollar.
Because they didn't understand.
Government was saying they couldn't take care of themselves, but yet the families had been there hundreds of years,
Right.
growing crops, living
Fine.
poor but happy.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Well, it's sad that that happened,
yeah.
but what a blessing that you guys are doing what you're doing to keep this clear. I'll pan around and show everybody the cemetery here. But, you know, people have relatives here and they really couldn't come and visit them before.
Oh no, they couldn't. We could only walk to the edge. We literally could not get in here. And contacted a park employee, and she put me in touch with the park, both of us, and we had to go before a board to get approved. And there's all kinds of rules and regulations.
I bet there are.
You can't cut anything over 2 inches. You have to have permission from the park.
Okay.
The park had to send a girl out who studied
All the flowers.
to make sure there's nothing endangered here.
Right.
Well, there were blackberry bushes. They're everywhere.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them on the trail.
I bet. I bet. And so, but now people can come and see. You may not know exactly where your ancestors buried, but they're here.
Right. And so you had mentioned before that there are sunken in areas that you can tell there's a grave there, and you know who's buried in the cemetery, but you don't necessarily know where
Right.
all of them are.
Yes. County records tell who's here, but not exactly what plot.
Well, wherever they're at, if they're a relative, they know that you're here to
Yeah.
pay respect to them, right?
That's what it's all about.
And so now there are fewer ticks and snakes out here also, aren't there?
Hopefully you can see them.
So,
And we have respect for you for the Tunnel of Towers.
oh, well,
We do.
thank you very much. Today's been quite a blessing. I ran into a wounded warrior from the Iraq War, and then into these fine folks that are taking care of their relatives.
Yes, and other people's relatives.
And other
There's people
people's
here I'm not
relatives.
into, but I'm here for
Well,
you.
someday when they're doing Ancestry and they find out their relatives are here, they'll be able to walk up the trail and walk out here and look
Yes.
at it because of the work you guys have
Steep
done.
trail though, steep trail to climb.
Yeah,
But
it's a little
worth-
steep.
Yeah,
A little
it's
steep.
worth it.
Well, thanks for everything you guys have done.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. I found out just a little while ago that a friend of mine, Brian, his trail name is Stick the Eagle. You've heard me mention him before in my videos. He thru-hiked the Appalachian Trail last year, 2024, and I followed his YouTube videos throughout his hike. after he finished the trail, he actually got a job in Cleveland, Ohio. And when he got moved up there, I connected with him. He came out to the house. We had burgers on the grill. Went through his pack, my pack. It was right after he had summited Katahdin. Anyway, Brian, Stick the Eagle, is in the area, and he's going to meet me up the trail here in about 2 or 3 miles. He's going to pick me up. I'm going to pop out onto Skyline Drive, and then we're going to go find a place to camp for the night before he heads back up to Ohio. So that'll be exciting. So anyway, Brian, Stick the Eagle, is going to be in the area at about 6 o'clock or so, was his estimate. So I'm going to find out where I'm at, and there are a number of different fire roads that pop over like 1/10 of a mile over to Skyline Drive. So I'll pop out of the woods, and just up a few miles is a campground. So the plan right now is, if we can go over there and get a spot or two at the campground, we'll be able to set our tents up and visit this late afternoon and evening, and then he'll bring me back wherever he picked me up at tomorrow morning. So it'll be good to see Brian and catch up on what he's been up to. About an hour from now. I think I've got about 2 miles to go to where I was thinking that I would go to, and I'll reevaluate when I get there.